Welcome back to Mornings with Dave King and Matt Martin, and we've got the Car Pro Jerry Reynolds online too, and we want to jump over there. Jerry, how is life in the DFW area?
Well, it's 55 degrees for the first time in 6 months, so
Not bad.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, Jerry, good morning. I see you're slumming it this week. You're riding around in a Dodge.
Yes,
Not a
now.
Dodge. It's a Ram.
That's right, Dave. We've talked about this now. It's a Ram, but it is a nice Ram. I've got the Ram Rebel, which is sort of an off-road Ram half-ton, four-door truck, four-wheel drive, of course. It's got 18-inch wheels and 33-inch tires, so it's very capable of going off-road if you want to. The surprise for me was how comfortable and how well it drives on pavement. I mean, this truck really is enjoyable driving around town. Now, this truck has got the third generation of the Ram EcoDiesel engine. So it's a 6-cylinder turbo, 3 liters. It's putting out 260 horses, which is sort of misleading because that sounds like not very much. But with diesels, it's the torque that really matters, and it's got 480 pound-feet of torque, which is a lot. So it performs well. It's getting 29 miles to the gallon out on the highway.
Wow.
Which is great. Yeah, for a full-size truck, it's great. It's got plenty of power. The engine is absolutely whisper quiet. You cannot tell you're in a diesel, even on the outside of the truck. I think one of the things I loved about it, which would be great for people in your area, when I filled it up, the range, according to the computer on the dash, was 735 miles.
Wow.
So you could do some serious traveling without having to fill back up.
I'm going to have to take back what I said.
I'm sorry?
I'm going to have to take back what I said.
Towing capacity, 12,500 pounds, which is really strong for a half-ton truck. In fact, that's best in class when it comes to Ford or Chevrolet with their half-ton diesel truck. $70,000 on the window sticker, but a loaded truck. I think one of the things I love the most about this truck is it's got a 12-inch screen on the dash. Looks like a vertical iPad. And really, that's what it is. So everything is real easy to see, real easy to operate. Everything changes quickly, which I don't see on every car. Sometimes there's a lag between, for instance, going from your AM side to the KFYO FM side. Sometimes there's a lag. And this one is instantaneous. But it's got a multifunction tailgate, which means it'll drop down like a regular pickup, or it'll open out. It's split.
Hey, Jerry, before you move on to that, you hit on something I wanted to ask you. Talking about the electronics, the screen. Answer me this: do all the car manufacturers have a department that from scratch builds and engineers their own electronics in the dash?
Yeah, they do. They work with suppliers. Some of them.
Well, I noticed that a lot of them, from model to model, the knobs and all look the same or similar. It made me believe that there was like a company that that took the basic technology and designed it specifically for a manufacturer.
There's several suppliers that different automakers use for things like that, Dave. This one. This is the nicest one I've seen, and in fact, when the new 2021 F-150 comes out, probably next month, you're going to see a very similar setup to it because this Ram has been so popular for the last couple of years. This was really something special when it came out. We'd never seen anything like that. But the tailgate opens out; it's split, so
neat.
It is. And the benefit of that is if you're loading something in that bed, you can walk right up to the bed. You know, you don't have to go across the tailgate, which today those things are large. And this one's got the Ram boxes, built-in toolboxes on each side that lock. And what's cool about this truck is when you hit the key fob to lock the cab, it also locks your toolboxes and your tailgate.
Wow.
Lots to love about this truck.
Well,
Yeah. Well, and this is the third week in a row you've had a $70,000 vehicle.
You are correct, sir. Very observant of you, and that's weird.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Because the three of them were so different. A Corvette, a BMW X6, and now a Ram truck, and they're all $70,000.
yeah, well, and the thing about this truck, I guess, when you're looking at diesels, they're a little more expensive than your gas versions of it. Have you seen much in the way of the gas versions, and have you compared the two?
Yeah, I have. The EcoDiesel, which is made by Fiat, by the way, is a $5,000 upgrade from the base engine. Now, it's only a $3,000 upgrade from the 5.7 Hemi. That is the most popular engine in a Ram. But when you factor in that 29 miles to the gallon, you also have to factor in the price of diesel fuel. And so that's kind of a wash to me, but the big difference is engine longevity. Most diesels will go 350 to 400,000 miles without any issues whatsoever, and you're just not going to get that out of a gas engine. So
No.
I think it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, neat. Well, Jerry, we're running up against the clock. What do you got on CarPro USA?
Well, for those that I missed last week with the list of the best-selling car when you graduated, I had a lot of people tell me they needed me to go back further. So I've got this week, 1957 to 1977, the best-selling car of each of those years. This Saturday, there on KFYO, we'll do our annual tribute to the heroes of 9/11, which we've done every year for 19 straight years now. And there is an important advisory on the page at CarProUSA.com. Some recalled Hyundai and Kia models need to be parked outside for fear of fire risk when nobody's around the car. And so if you've got one of these affected cars, you're going to get a recall notice, but don't park it inside until you get that done.
So
Jerry, hey, let me ask a quick question, Jerry. I've gone to CarPro USA. I'm looking at it right now, and I couldn't find it last week, and I can't find it this week. That list of cars when we were in high school.
Okay, up the top right, there's a little menu bar. You'll see 3 bars.
Yes.
And then hit that, and you'll see news, and it's right at the top of the news page.
Well, I was actually going to ask you about the 2021 Nissan GTR. And it's actually a very nice-looking car. Are you going to get anything like that you get to drive around in?
You know, I probably will. The last one I had, I posted a picture on my review of being stopped by the police. Those cars are super fast.
Well, and what is it? They called the Nismo. I think that's how you say it. Nismo.
Yeah,
Nismo. I think they called those the supercar Buster or something like that. But really, at $210,000, it's not that much less than supercars.
No, it's not, and it's got 565 horses under the hood. Of course, you could also have 3 Corvettes for that price. So
that's true.
You got to make a decision.
Yeah. All right. Well, we are out of time, but thank you so much for coming on. Jerry Reynolds, the Car Pro, will be on from 11 to 1 this Saturday. And like you said, you'll be doing your 9/11 tribute, and that is tomorrow, September 11th.
Yeah.
So
that's right. And we'll do that at 11:35 sharp.
All right. Well, thank you for calling in, and we'll be right back on News Talk 95.1 FM, 790 AM, KFYO.